Josh Green here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by Tommy McCarthy here in Belfast. Big week for yourself, returning in the cruiserweight division against Chev Clarke. How are you feeling, Tommy?
Yeah, I feel good. Looking forward to it.
It's a big week for yourself as well. You've been in those pressure environments before. You've been in these big fights. Does this feel any different to them at all?
No, not at all. It's just more of a buzz about it because I'm at home this time. And my corner team, I've got my friends and my cousins, so friends and family behind me. So it's more exciting.
Does that add that extra little bit to yourself, that extra 5%, when you've got friends and family and people you know in your corner, and you can look out to them when you're in the ring?
Yeah, definitely. It just make me feel more at ease and more comfortable. So yeah, it will help me raise my game.
I think some people may look at this fight against Chev Clarke, and you've obviously taken a little bit of a risk going straight back in for this. Do you see it as that at all, or
as a risk? No, I don't think there's no risk for me. It's a good. I mean, this fight puts me back, in the world title or in the top 10 rankings. Especially with this title and all on the line. So it's all reward.
I'd like to reflect a little bit on your last outing for the European title. In the aftermath of that, what was the feeling like? Was there disappointment?
To be honest, I took that fight short notice, and I wasn't really taking boxing seriously, and I just went really for the money, to be honest. During the fight, I actually enjoyed the fight, and it just got me fired up and want to fight again. So I was disappointed, obviously, to not to get the win, but it's reignited the flame. So it made me get back to the gym and get everything sorted, and I'm fired up for the box again.
You say fired up and wanting to fight. Was there a time when maybe you didn't have that fire, you didn't want to be in the ring?
Yeah, it was. After I fought Billam-Smith, I didn't really want to box anymore, and just wasn't interested. And I started doing other stuff, started doing stand-up comedy. Started my own podcast, Whiskey and Weight, makes you tag it out. So, I was doing stuff away from boxing, and I was just going through the motions in the gym. I was still in the gym, but my heart wasn't there. I was there physically, but mentally I was elsewhere. So, it's good to be loving it again.
At that point, did you think you'd box again? Was the plan to just end it there, or did you think you'd be back in a ring?
No, I didn't plan to end it, but I was, kept thinking maybe, shouldn't I? I wasn't 100% in, do you know what I mean? But I wasn't 100% out. So it was just a weird time. I've been boxing from when I was a kid, so I felt like I was just bored of it.
How's that journey into comedy been for yourself? Being in another sort of new world, I guess, and starting again and having something fresh to aim for?
It's been great. I've been really enjoying it. All the shows that I've done have went well, and I've went on tour. We went up and down the UK, up and down Ireland. Done a gig out in Australia. So really, it's been fantastic.
Let's bring it back to Saturday night. Chev Clarke, what do you see as his threats in this matchup?
To be honest, I haven't really watched too much of him, and I just know that he's an Olympian, so he'd be well schooled. But I couldn't tell you what he does right, what he does wrong.
He's had a very quick rise up the sport, though. He's still in single figures in terms of the fights he's had. You're experienced in that ring. You've took on some of the world's best. You mentioned Billam-Smith there. Do you think experience could play a part on Saturday night?
Experience always plays a part, no matter what sport you're in, no matter what game you're in. So, yeah, it's going to be a major factor.
The home crowd as well. Do you think that could be a factor?
Big time. Home advantage. Home. Support. I spent a lot of my career on the road fighting away. So to finally be home, have people cheering my name, it's going to be, we're happy raise the levels.
I'd like to ask you a couple of questions about Chris Billam-Smith. When you fought him those 2 times back in the day, did you think he'd be in the position that he's in now?
I don't know. Like, I knew he's obviously was good. When me and him fought, I was number 3 in the world. He was number 4. So it was a unofficial world title eliminator. So I knew me and him, whoever won, was going to go on to get to the world level. So yeah, I wasn't really thinking about it at the time, but yeah, I knew he would go on to be a champion.
Do you think it's a case could be made that he's the best cruiserweight in the world? Because lots of people look at Opataya as that name. Do you think Chris has the stuff to rival him?
No, the Opataya definitely the best in the world, but Chris is up there. He's world champion.
Final one for you. Give me a prediction for Saturday night.
McCarthy win.
That's what we like to hear. Cheers for your time, Tommy.
Thank you.